There's my block. Morning, I hope you're all well. Let's make a start. If you want to have a block to sit on, we will start in Virasana. So you could put the block underneath your sit bones, so it makes it a little bit more comfortable for you. And once you're settled, you know, if this seat isn't comfortable at all, you can always sit cross-legged for now. But if you can sit like this, then that'll work well. And you can just pop your hands on your thighs and rub them up and down. It's bringing a little bit of life into your hands. And then you can draw some circles with the shoulders, just trying to bring yourself into your bodies. And circles the other way. I'm going to take the right hand, the first two fingers, and press them into the center of the forehead. Let's go into some alternate nostril breathing. Warm us up before we start. So we will use the thumb to block off the right nostril and the fourth finger to block off the left nostril. Okay, so we'll take a breath in through both nostrils. And then open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Now block off your right nostril. Inhale through the left. And then block off your left nostril and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right nostril. Blocking off the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left nostril. Blocking off the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And blocking off the right, exhale through the left. Let's do one more round. Inhale through the left. Blocking off the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And blocking off the right, exhale through the left. Release the hand. We'll breathe in through both nostrils. As open mouth, exhale, let it go. Hopefully feel a little bit more in your bodies with the breath. So you can blink your eyes open if they're shut. And welcome to your practice. So if you've got the block, you can actually just keep it there or you can take it away, up to you. But we're going to bring the right foot flat onto the mat. And I'll just see how that feels there. You can let the left knee turn out slightly. You can walk, reach your right hand further forwards there and then wrap it around your right shin. So it's enough for you just to hold it right here while you're getting into the hip. Or you could take the palm, turn it up, and then take your left hand forwards, reach back, and then catch hold of the hand. And feel a little bit of a twist here, just opening up the left shoulder. Take a few breaths here. You're sinking into that right hip. And opening, feeling a twist in the chest. And then when you're ready, then you can release. I would change sides, so you can bring your right shin flat. And then pop your left foot flat. Turn the right knee out slightly. We'll see how that feels now within your hips. And then take your left arm forwards. Reach the left arm underneath the left shin. Rotate the palm up. And take your right hand forwards and reach around. Maybe you catch hold. But you can also just stay with the hands on the floor. Okay, so open up the shoulder. And twist towards the right. Taking it easy. One more breath. And then release. Popping your left shin back onto the mat, and then you can just walk your hands out in front into that wide leg child's pose. Forehead down towards the floor, reaching the fingers away. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. We'll come up onto all fours. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Move that to one side. Just rock forwards and back, waking up the wrists a little bit like we do. Take little circles. So little circles the other way. We can roll through the shoulders as well. So taking them up towards the ears and around the back like we have been doing this week. And then take the circles the other way, just warming up your body. Come into some full cat-cows, letting your belly sink, lifting the chest up. And then pushing the mat away, rounding into the back. And again, letting the belly sink, lifting the chest up. And then pushing away, rounding into the back. Last time, the belly sinks. Feel the spine start to wake up. And push away, round into the back. Coming back to a neutral place. Now slide your right leg back. Press the toes into the floor. How's that calf feeling there? You can rock forwards and back. And now take your left foot over towards the left side, shin onto the floor, drop the back heel, 45 towards the left, and then just spin your right arm up to the sky. You take your right arm up and over your head, push your hips up and breathe here. And then lowering your right hand down, you can return the left foot. Yes, and then lower your right knee to the floor. Okay, take a cat-cow, let the belly sink, lift the head, chest up, and then round into the back, chin to chest. And coming back to neutral, slide the left leg back now, press the toes into the floor. How's your calf doing? Mine's a little bit tight today. Rocking forwards and back. And then when you're ready, moving your right foot over towards the right side. Dropping the back heel towards the right and then left arm up to the sky. Again, lift the hips up. Feel the stretch here and then take your left arm up and over your head. Try and twist the right rib cage to the left and try and lift your hip up. And then lowering your left hand down, return your right foot and then lower the left knee down. Okay, take your cat-cow again. Let the belly sink, lift the head, chest up, and then push away and round into the back. So turn your fingers towards your knees. So just get a little stretch that way. You can let your belly sink, maybe draw the chest forwards and do little circles. And circle it the other way. That's it, yeah. And then bring your fingers back to face the front. Just making sure these wrists are warm. Back of the hand onto the floor, the thumb, baby fingers touching. You can do one at a time, or you can do two at a time. Yeah. So you choose, maybe you change hands now. You can also bring the hands into little fists. Knees closer to the hands is easier. Knees further away is a little bit more challenging. And then release the hands. Let your belly sink, so your tailbone is lifted up. Tuck your toes under and then come into your first downward facing dog. Relax your head, maybe squeeze your heels down one by one. Let the hips move from side to side. That's it. So it's your first down dog, so take your time. All right, when you're ready, just take your right leg up to the sky. And then bring your right foot next to your left thumb. So no big deal, just get there. Lower the left knee to the floor and then move the left toes towards the right side. And we'll take the right arm inside your right foot and then your left arm up to the sky. So really push down through your right foot, squeeze down through that right hip. Twist the right rib cage towards the left. You can take your left arm up and over your head. Breathe in. As you breathe out, look down and come up onto the shin so that you're like a funny warrior two. Left hand onto the shin, right arm up and over your head. Push your hip down towards that right heel. From here, bring your right hand all the way back. And bring your left hand all the way around and back. Return your left foot. Walk your right foot over to the right. And then let's come back onto the left knee and right toes to the face. Welcome to the hamstring. Inhale, chest forwards. Exhale and fold over the leg. From here, stand back onto your right leg, tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, front foot to the back, and then take your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. So hopefully that feels a little bit different now in that right hip. But nice and easy, no big deal. Take your left leg up to the sky, left foot next to your right thumb, however you can get it there. Once you're there, lower your right knee to the floor. And then move your right toes towards the left. You should feel that right hip opening. Left foot inside the left hand inside the left foot. And then right arm up to the sky. Okay, and push the hip down towards that left hip. Push the left hip down towards the left heel. You take your right arm up and over your head. Taking your right arm back up, and then we'll come up to standing on your right shin. Reach the fingers away. Okay, now we can take your right hand onto your right calf, and then left arm up and over your head. And then think, right hip moving down to right heel. And then back into your little funny warrior two, left hand onto the floor. Right hand follows, and then bring your right foot back. And we're going to move the left foot over to the left. So you can come back onto your right knee and then draw your left toes to the face. Welcome again to your left hamstring now. They never stay stretched, do they, the hamstrings? They just return back to where they were. Well, that's what it seems like. All right, step back onto your left foot, lifting the back knee up and taking your front foot to the back. And we'll come up into your downward facing dog, squeeze the heels down and lift the hips up high. So you're just going to lift your right leg up to the sky. Oops, and then bring your right foot next to your left thumb again. And once you're there, lower your left knee, and move your left foot over towards the right, just like before. And you can bring your right hand again inside your right foot, left arm up to the sky. So maybe this feels a little bit more familiar now, a little bit easier in your body. You're looking down, come back up into your little strange warrior two, and this time see if you can straighten your right leg. Yeah, and then you can take your left hand onto your left shin, reach your right arm up and over your head. Feel that nice extension now. If it's better with your leg bent, keep it bent. And then coming back, obliques working, back working. Right hand can come to maybe on your shin or maybe on the floor. Left arm up and over your head. Yeah, so perfectly fine. Have it on the shin if you need to. That's like a little triangle pose. Good, making your way back. You can rebend this right leg. And then right hand down, left hand follows. return the left foot, take your right foot over to the right, and then come back onto your left leg, draw the right toes to the face. Breathing in. And breathing out, squeeze your right hip back. So on your fingertips, try it here, or palms flat if you can. Tuck your back toes and then just lift the back knee up off the floor. See if that is a possible stretch for you right now. Inhale. Good. And then exhale, you could lower the knee, or you can just take your front foot to the back. Then you might not have lifted the knee. That's fine. Take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, so we'll take the left leg up to the sky. Bring your left foot next to your right thumb, gradually making our way around the body. Lower your right knee to the floor and then move your right toes over to the left. Yeah. Bring your left hand inside your left foot and then twist right arm up to the sky. Push down through your right sit bone. You take your right arm up and over your head. Feel that lovely extension here. Taking the right arm to the sky and then come up into your little strange warrior 2 and then work on straightening that left leg. Okay, so you can bring your right hand onto your right calf and your left arm up and over your head, just enjoying that extension there. Use your obliques to bring you back up. And you can have your hand on your shin or and right arm to the sky, or you can take the hand onto the floor and reach the arm up and over the head. Yeah, see what works better for you. Yeah, so it's all about what you feel, not about trying to get anywhere in particular. Okay, coming back. Slide your left heel back in. And then left hand to the floor, right hand to the floor. Return your right foot. Move the left foot over to the left. And then come back onto your right knee and left toes to the face. Hopefully that hamstring is giving way. Inhale, chest forwards. Exhale, fold over left. So now try inhale, lift the head, chest up, tuck your back toes. You don't have to go here, you can just stay where you are. You can lift that right leg up off the floor. And I'll see what happens. Breathe in. As you breathe out, slide your left foot to the back of the mat. And then come up into your downward facing dog. Long breath in. And a long breath out. So walk the hands back towards your feet here. Hold on to opposite elbows. My little favourite thing to do at the moment, just bending the knees, sitting the hips down, and then straightening the legs and pushing the hips up. Let's do that a few times. Just helps bring a little bit more fire into the legs. Uniting it all together. Maybe just a few more times. And then just hang in a forward fold, relax your neck. You can sway from side to side, just try and put a little bit more weight into the toes. That helps me to get a little bit more into the hamstrings here. Releasing the hands, bend your knees and come into a Malasana. So you can open up your knees wide. You can always have a block underneath your heels or underneath your bum if you like. But now we've got into the hips, how does it feel? Yeah, hopefully it feels okay. And you take your right arm underneath your right shin. Rotate the palm so it goes face up. Take it behind the right thigh, left arm forwards, and then reach back, catch hold of your right hand. Yeah. And then twist the chest towards the left. But push down through your left foot. Yes, don't let all the weight fall into the right foot. Hopefully that feels nice. And then release. Now we take the left arm underneath your left shin and you rotate the palm so it goes face up, comes by the side of your left leg, right arm forwards and around. Catch hold of the fingers and then see if you can open up the chest. And if you can't find the fingers, you can hold on to something that you're wearing, or you could grab hold of a strap. One more breath. Good, and then release. Awesome. Good. Walk your hands all the way out into your plank pose. And then the elbows brush by the rib cage. We lower halfway down. Come through into a cobra up dog. We've not done much on the back yet, so be careful. And then lift the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. And take a breath in. And a long breath out. All right, just before we flow, take the right leg to the sky and then right foot next to left thumb. Okay, once you're there, turn both toes towards the left side. Bend into your right leg. You can have the hands on the floor and then slide your left leg away as you sink into your right hip. Now you might be a bit higher than me. See how it goes. You can stay here, or you can take your right arm around your right shin. Rotate the palm up like we have been doing. Left hand behind you, catch hold of the fingers and then draw it back. Okay, so you can do that on the floor like I am. You can do it a bit higher up, or you can stay just with the hips higher and hands supporting you on the floor. Good, release the hands. Now you're going to bend the left leg and swivel over to the other side, straightening your right leg. Maybe that you're much higher than me, that's cool. And then swivel all the way back to the front. You're going to turn towards the front of the mat. So both toes turn, left leg is straight. And then turn both toes towards the right. Front foot goes onto its side, back foot goes onto its side, and right arm goes up to the sky. You take your right arm then up and over your head, breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your right hand back. Right, left heel lifts. And take your front foot to the back. Vinyasa, elbows brushed by the rib cage. Cobra up dog. And then take it back into downward facing dog. Hold it there, take a breath in. And a breath out, lift the hips up. So left leg up to the sky. And then bring your left foot next to your right thumb. Then turn both feet towards the right. Now keep the left leg bent. You can stay here high, or you can let the hip fall towards your left heel and then draw your right toes to the sky. Let's see how that feels today. Stay where you are, or take your left arm underneath your left shin, rotate the palm up, and then take your right hand behind you. Catch hold of the fingers. Can you turn the chest towards the back of the mat? And you've got your version, your variation of this. Now you can release, hands can go onto the floor, and you just kind of move it over towards the back of the mat, straightening your left leg now, seeing how that feels. And then moving it back towards the front of the mat, straightening into your right leg, seeing how that feels. Okay, turn towards the front. That's it, and then turn both toes, I keep saying that, both feet towards the left. Go onto the edge of both feet, and then left arm up to the sky, and left arm up and overhead. Squeeze your inner thighs together, lift your hips up, inhale. And then exhale, place the hand down onto the mat, and take your front foot to the back. Vinyasa, elbows brushed by the rib cage. Cobra up dog, you can always drop your knees here, guys. And then take it up and back into downward facing dog. Breath in. And breath out. Awesome. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees, sit into Malasana. So toes turn out slightly, hips sink down in between the heels. You can bring your hands heart center. Push the knees open with the elbows and lift the chest up. Inhale. And now as you exhale, just plant the hands onto the floor. Rock forwards, feel the weight here. And I want you to push your knees open wide. So let those elbows really push the knees open wide. Yeah, you haven't got your feet off the floor. You're just getting into the hips a little bit. You might though, it's not Virasana, it's not a crow pose, it's just a stretch. Open up the knees wide, and maybe one foot comes off, the other foot comes off. And it's quite a wide open leg thing, it's not really a Virasana. If you're opening up those knees, you're getting there, that's enough. Then, if you have your face planted, then you can make your way back. Settle back into your heels and into your Malasana. Reach your arms forwards. And now try and lift your hips up so they come in line with your knees. Turn your toes inwards and reach your hands as far forwards as you can. Get that lovely long extension here. Inhale. Good. And then exhale. Fold it forwards and straighten the legs. Good. You can roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Palms together, lift the arms up. And then exhale, fold, hinge from the hips. Good, releasing the hands. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. And then walk your hands to the top of the mat. Find your plank pose. And elbows brush the rib cage as you lower. Cobra up dog. And then take it up and back into your downward facing dog. All right, so let's see how this feels now. Right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Bring your right foot inside your right hand. And we come up into our high lunge. Lift the arms up. Just for a moment, bend the left leg, tuck your tail, tuck it under, and then straighten into the back leg. Draw your chest forwards. Now we're going to ground the back heel, adjust your front foot towards the left, and then sit down into your warrior two. Yeah, so we've already been here before. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back, breathe into the right side. We'll bring the right forearm onto the thigh. Take your left arm up and over your head. This might be enough, or slide your right hand inside your right foot, and then reach. Now, if you've got your forearm on the thigh, straighten your right leg, bring your right hand onto your shin. If you've got the hand on the floor, can you keep the hand on the floor as you straighten your right leg? One more breath. Looking down, left arm up to the sky, bend the front leg, come back into your warrior two. Welcome to the legs. Right hand comes down, and then the left hand follows. Okay, we'll turn both feet towards the right. I said it right. Go onto the edges of both feet, reach the right arm up to the sky. Now, to make this a bit easier, you can step your right foot closer to your left foot, but you're going to try and lower your outer left thigh down towards the floor. And then lift the hips right back up. See how low you can go. You might not get all the way down. And then lift it right back up. You got one more. Lower the outer left thigh down. And then lift it right back up. Good, bringing your right hand back. And we take your right foot to the back of the mat. And vinyasa. Cobra up dog. Take it back, downward dog. Push away from the mat. Nice big breath in. And a long breath out. Lift the sit bones up to the sky. Good. Take your left leg up. Bring your left foot inside your right thumb. No, inside your left thumb. And come up into your high lunge. So the front of that right thigh needs a bit of attention. So you can bend the knee, tuck the tail, and then work on straightening the back leg as you draw your chest towards your hands. Then we can ground the back heel into your warrior two, adjusting the front foot, reach through the hands. And then flip the front palm, reach it forwards and back, and breathe into the left side. So now bring the left forearm onto your thigh, right arm up to the sky. Now you can stay here, or left hand inside left foot, maybe even on a block, right arm up and over your head. So if your forearm's on the thigh, just bring your hand onto your shin, straighten the front leg. If your hand's on the floor, then just straighten your left leg and see where you can go with it. Looking down, right arm to the sky, bend the left leg, come back into your warrior two. Then left hand to the floor, right hand to the floor, and turn both feet towards the left edge of the feet on the floor, left arm up to the sky. So now that left foot can move closer to the right to make it a little bit easier. Otherwise, just lower your right thigh down towards the floor and then lift it right back up. Okay, two more of them. Use the obliques. Yeah, knit all of the core together. Lift the hips up. Last time. And then lift the hips up. Good. All right, take your left arm up and over your head. Right toes down at the back, and then front foot to the back. And your vinyasa. Cobra up dog. And then take it back, downward facing dog. Squeeze your heels down, lift the hips up. Inhale. And exhale. Well done, guys. Let's walk the hands back towards your feet. There is one more flow coming up. Bend the knees, come into your Malasana. Press your palms together. Open up your chest. Squeeze those elbows open. Inhale. And exhale. Well done. You can rest the hands on the floor. And then take your left leg out towards the left side. Just slide it out, see how that goes there. If it's too much, then you're going to stay with in your Malasana squat. How's that feel? Nice. Nice in that left leg, left hip. You can take your left hand just inside your left shin, if you are comfy. If not, stay where you are. And then take your right arm up and over your head. And we just lean and breathe over to the left side. Adjust and change it. It might be too much, guys, so you stay where you are in your Malasana, in your squat. Bringing it back. Sliding your left leg in, however you can do that. And then taking your right leg out towards the right side. Again, adjust and change it. Yeah, there's no prescribed certain way to do anything. Make it suit you. Right hand on the inside of the right leg, and then left arm up and over your head. But like a lot of you, it's been over 2 years since I've actually seen your practice, so it's all guesswork here. Good. And then release. And bring that right leg back in. Cool. So we're going to straighten the legs and turn the toes inwards. Ooh, these legs are going to feel it today. We'll take a halfway lift, lengthen, and then exhale and fold. I've just got one more flow for you guys. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Palms together, lift the arms up. And then exhale, fold and hinge. Hang tight, walk the hands out to the front of the mat, find your plank. And elbows brush by the rib cage, lower yourself down. Cobra up dog, lift the chest up. Again, then just take it straight up and back into downward facing dog. Breath in.
And breath out. So right leg to the sky, and you can bend the knee, open up the hip now. Bring your right foot next to your left thumb. And now turn both feet towards the right. So you're going back into this little side plank variation. Right arm up to the sky. So don't forget, you can move your right foot towards the left foot a little bit. Otherwise, just try and lower your outer left leg to the floor. And then turn towards the back of the mat and bring your right sole of the foot to your inner left thigh. Yeah, push down to the fingertips. Inhale up nice and tall, and then exhale and forward over the leg. If you need to have a bend in that knee, you can. Yeah, otherwise, breathing in, draw the chest to the toes, and breathing out and fold forwards. Inhale, lift yourself up. Now you're going to bend your left leg. I hope you're not getting confused. Left foot flat on the floor. You can see your right shin is kind of parallel to the top of the mat. So you're just going to roll up onto your right shin. And then lower your left knee down onto the mat and extend your right leg out straight. Now, can you see my right hip is on my right heel? So you can walk your hands forwards. I want you to harden your left leg, keep your right hip on your right heel, and try and lift your left leg up and give it a little pulse. And we're really getting into the glute and getting into the hamstring. All right, lowering your right leg back down. Bring your hands back up. Nice, roll back. Bring your right foot towards your left foot. Yeah, so you're coming back the way you came. Sit your bum down. That's a good. Extend the left leg back out straight. One more stretch here as you come forwards into your Virasana. Lifting yourself up, bring your right knee up. You can put your foot flat for a moment. Take your left hand behind you. Step your right foot over your left. Turn both feet towards the right. And then bring the right hand back. And the front foot to the back so you're in your plank pose and your vinyasa. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. And we're all back here in downward facing dog. How's that right leg feeling? Okay, so we'll take the left leg up to the sky and you can bend the knee, open up the hip. And then bring your left foot to your right thumb. Now we're going to turn both feet towards the left. Go onto the edge of the feet, left arm up to the sky. So again, you can bring your left foot closer to your right. Or see if you can just lower that right thigh down where it is. Yeah, good. Take your left hand down, turn onto your bum, facing the back of the mat, bring your left sole of the foot in a right thigh. Yeah, Skandasana, lift up nice and tall, and then exhale forward over the leg. Don't forget, you can have a bend in that leg. Listen to your body. If it's pulling on your back, bend in the leg. One more breath. All right, slowly make your way back up. And you're going to bend into this left leg. So you put the left foot flat onto the mat. You've got your right shin all set. So you can just reach forwards, come onto the right shin, and then lower your left knee to the floor. Make sure your left sit bone is on your left heel. Yeah. Now extend your right leg back straight and come down onto your forearms. So harden your right leg and then see if you can lift the right leg up and start to pulse the leg here. Get into that hamstring, get into that glute. And then lower left leg down. Come back up onto your hands. Good. You can turn your left toe, back in, and then lift your right knee up off the floor. Sit your hips back down. Come back, Janu, Shavasana, right leg extended. I think I might have said the wrong leg when we were out there. Inhale, lift up tall, and then exhale, fold over the leg. Now hopefully there's some space there, a little bit more space. Excuse my crazy hair today. Sometimes I can't tame it. Okay, making your way back up. So now you're going to lift your left leg up, put your left foot flat onto the floor, and then cross the left foot over your right. Come back the way you came. So you're going to push down to your right hand, spin the toes towards the left, and then go all the way around into a plank. So front foot to the back, and elbows brush the rib cage lower. Cobra, up dog, and then take it back, downward facing dog. Big breath in, and a long breath out. Push the mat away, lift the hips up high. From here, just lower the knees to the floor, untuck the toes, sit onto your heels. I'm going to swing your right hand back, fingers facing the back of the mat, left arm up and over your head, reach the fingers towards the back, and then maybe push down to your shins to lift the hips up. Sitting the hips back into the heels, and then swinging the left hand towards the back of the mat, right arm up and overhead, push down through the shins, and then try and lift the hips up. Nice, guys, good. All right, lovely, release, sit the hips right back down, and we'll come up onto your shins. Rest your hands on your lower back. Now you can tuck your toes under to give you a bit more balance here if you want. Fingers pointing down, find the slope of your back. Breathe in. As you breathe out, tuck the tail under, squeeze the belly button back, firm it all up, and then draw the shoulders back and lift the chest up. Bringing it back, palms together, lean back as far as you can, really push into the tops of the feet. And then sit the hips there onto the heels. Good, if you want, wiggle the bum in between the heels, and then we can fold over the legs into a little funny child's pose. So you can do normal child's pose, or have the hips beneath the knees, inside the knees. Continue waking up the back, so really trying to unite the whole body together. So if you come all the way up, and somehow you can take your legs out in front. Yes, that might look different for you. Hips close to your heels, lower down onto the back. Let's focus on the back, but also stretching the front a little bit. Heels close to your bum, palms flat onto the floor. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, push down through both feet and lift the hips up. And then take a moment, interlace the fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Hold it there, push the knees forwards, lift the hips up. A nice big breath in. And a long breath out. And then you can release the hands and start to lower the spine down vertebra by vertebra. So now you can repeat that again or come into your wheel. Okay, so arms can go up and over your head, fingers towards the shoulders. So you exhale, draw your belly button back, push down through both feet, and then maybe you stay in bridge or you come into that wheel shape. And we haven't done loads of opening up of the front, stretching the back, so take your time, It's not about getting into your biggest back bend here. It's just about stretching, ready for the day. Chin to chest, start to lower yourself down, vertebra by vertebra. So good to do that. Feels amazing. You can take both feet up to the sky and then just circle the ankles, shake the legs. Hopefully you feel a bit more connected to your body. Bring the feet as wide as the mat and just windscreen wrap the legs. So much to do, so much more to be done. That's okay. Okay, hug your knees into your chest and counterpose that. Stay here, happy baby is a good option, or legs up and over the head. I'm going to do it without grumbling today. Make sure the weight stays in your elbows. Yeah, try and take it out in there. Take one more breath. Wherever you are, you can put your palms flat on the floor and then slowly lower yourself down. Okay, soles of the feet together, knees open, arms up and over your head. Once you are there, push your feet together, lift your hips up, and then lower the spine back down. Yeah. Let every muscle relax, let your face relax. We'll take a big breath in through the nose. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Two more times, long breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Last time, big breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Stay like this, or take your feet to the corners of the mat. You can bring your arms down by your side if you prefer. You've just got a few moments to rest, recover, to feel what's happening in your body. To prepare for moving into the rest of your day. So this little few moments of stillness. It's bringing everything all together, which is what yoga is, uniting everything all together. Hopefully you've united the breath, the body and the mind all together this morning or whenever you're doing the class. And feel more connected to yourself, and more connected to the people around you. It's really great if you can give yourself a good 5-minute Shavasana. Sometimes time just doesn't allow, isn't it? So if you do need to get moving, then start to breathe a little bit deeper. And wiggle fingers and wiggle toes. Lovely long lazy yawn, reaching the arms above the head. Take the full body stretch now. And then roll over onto the right hand side. Take a moment in a fetal shape. And we can walk our way up to seated to face the front. Sit in any shape that feels right for you. Palms together, thumbs into your chest bone. See if you can keep that connection to yourself all day today. And then see if that helps you to feel more connected to everyone else.
breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Namaste, have a lovely rest of your day. I hope you feel fantastic, ready for whatever's ahead.